talking about this choice that we all have, and no matter what the source is of your singleness, no matter what it is that's, causing you to feel that you have this sense of injustice for being a single adult in the church, there is a choice that we all have. So whether you're never married, whether you're divorced, whether you're widowed, there's a choice that you're confronted with. And it's a choice that you have every single day. It doesn't go away. It's with you every single day, every moment of every day. The choice is this. Are you going to become embittered, or are you going to become empowered? See, the natural tendency when we feel something, when we have an experience with pain, we have an experience that causes us to feel pain inside, the natural instinct is to retreat. It's like, you reach your hand out and you're like, you know, there's the flame of the fire. And we reach out. Ooh, that looks pretty. Ooh, it reminds me once of my cat. I had Christmas decorations set out, and the cat was just, I set this candle out, on the table, and the cat was just laying there, and I light the candle, and of course you see the cat eyes just flicker up. Ooh, it's like, ooh, yeah, she's mesmerized by the flame. And I knew my cat. I could tell by looking at her what was, wheels are turning in her head, and she's like, "Ooh, yeah, I wonder what that feels like." I know she's gonna reach out and touch, and then, and slowly I see her paw just kind of, just slowly inching. She gets close enough to the flame, she feels the heat, and she just, quickly retracts her paw. And I later said, "See, not to say I told you so, but I told you so." And that's a natural instinct that we all have. When we feel pain, when we feel hurt, it's a natural instinct for us to just, retreat back into ourselves. But if that's the response that we take to this gross sense of injustice for being single, then the end result of that is going to be embitterment. We're going to be embittered. We're going to just feel like, I remember, once knew a guy, I mean, was single, and, he was like, "I'm so jaded. I'm practically diamond," which is kind of a, tongue in cheek way of saying, "Man, I feel like I've been wronged, but, maybe I could, turn this around." I mean, you feel so much pressure conflating on you from the injustice that maybe it does turn you into a diamond. And, it's that perspective of flipping things around and looking at it in a new way. That's part of how you avoid the embitterment and become empowered instead. But the real determinant of which choice you're making, whether you become embittered on the one hand or you become empowered on the other, is with your focus. I mean, I've said it time and time again. Your focus determines your reality. So if your focus is on how wronged you've been and how this is a gross injustice, then of course you're going to feel embittered because your reality is going to be one of injustice. You're going to feel like you're living in the midst of this huge, gross inequity, and if that's the only thing that you see, that's what you're focused on, then of course you're going to feel embittered because you're living in the midst of injustice. But if you focus instead on how you can leverage that injustice, that others, what is it that you can give because of this experience that you've had? How can you help others because of this experience what you have? And you actually turn outward instead of retreating inward. You choose to turn yourself outward. Okay, now that's going to lead to a reality of hope because so you're looking for action that you can take. You're looking for possibility. That's going to lead, when that's your focus, that's going to lead you to a reality of hope and potential. And, that's a much more exciting place to be. And that's where the feeling of empowerment comes because you're looking for possibility. You're looking for hope and you're acting on that desire to search for those things. And so when your focus is on, well, what can I do with this? See, that leads to empowerment, because now you're focused on action. You're focused on what can you do. You're focused on, making this something that actually can be positive. Now, there are lots of people who have done that very thing. I mean, you're looking at it one example right here. I mean, I can't tell you the number of people that I've helped with Join the Journey Radio, but I can tell you that there have been hundreds of people who've tuned into the weekly radio program. And, I don't know how many people I've actually helped. So instead of retreating back within myself and saying, wow, I've been so wronged, and just becoming embittered and thinking, this is just something that just should never have been. And, basically wallowing in the mire, I've taken a different approach. I've taken my experience of being single and I've turned it around and said, okay, how can I leverage this to help other people? And part of what I've decided to do is, I started up the blog, and then that led to a radio program, and now that's led to video. If you're watching this on video, then, this is just the next step in an evolution of the choice that I made, that I'm not going to become embittered. I'm going to become empowered. And it's actually brought a lot of joy into my life because, again, like I was saying, it's like your focus determines your reality. So where's your focus? Where are you focused? Are you focused on how you've been wronged? Because if that's your focus, if that's all that you're seeing, then you're not seeing the whole picture. And if that's all that you're seeing, the portion of the picture that you're going to see is going to make you feel really, really awful inside. And that's no way to have joy in your journey. You want joy in your journey, you got to flip that around. You got to change the way you think up here. You got to focus on what you can do. How can you leverage this to your advantage? How can you bring this out and put this in a place where, it could benefit other people?
Howdy peeps, it's the wonderful, splendiferous host of Join the Journey Radio here, and if you like this video, do me a small favor. Look down below. See right there below the video where it says like? Yeah, press the like button. Yeah, thumbs up. Thumbs up, baby. Like this video. Do me a favor, like the video. And if you want to see more videos that we publish here on this channel, be sure to subscribe so you get notifications of all our latest content. If you want to see full-length videos of complete episodes of all the content that we produce, so Join the Journey Radio, The World of Ted, whatever it is, go to our website, jointhejourneyradio.com, and become a JJ's owner by subscribing to our membership community.